Ratchet and Clank walkthrough, so this will be a somewhat short part of this world, but the first thing I'll be doing is just kind of wandering around, taking out a couple of boxes, and I think I'm going to turn down my audio here. My speakers are blasting so loud because the audio in this game is just really loud. But anyway, the Devastator is a weapon you're going to want to buy, and by this point, if you haven't spent too many bolts, then you should be able to buy it no problem. This weapon is something I'm going to be using throughout the rest of the game, and even at the final boss. It's going to be basically the Devastator, the Glove of Doom, and the Blaster, and, you know, other stuff as it comes and goes. Now, there are two other weapons. There's the Morphing weapon and the Rhino, but I don't actually give the Morphing weapon as much use as it deserves, and the Rhino I didn't ever buy for the purpose of this walkthrough, because, anyway, I didn't feel like I needed to. So the first couple of enemies you're going to notice on this planet are these flying enemies that come down and will attack you, and they're pretty much the same as any of the other flying enemies that come down and attack you. They just have a different look, and they're pretty easy. You can pick them off from afar with the blaster, or you can wait for them to swoop down, and then you should be able to hit them really easy because they don't really do much. But when you're ready to take a look at the rail part, then you'll just want to come up this ramp, and then you can jump onto the rail, and your Magna rail boots should automatically get used. Remember, you will need to do one of the earlier worlds to unlock these. Now, if you notice, you just come around this right away, you get sent back to the beginning. So you need to hold onto the analog stick in the direction you want to jump, and then jump onto the Magna rail, and then try to dodge some of the hazards that are going to be in your way. Mainly pitfalls, stops that are going to try to knock you off, and right now mines, and later on we're going to be dealing with enemies on these Magna rails, but for this, just that stuff. Now, you have to time that jump pretty well, because right there I did try to jump over and Ratchet did nothing. He just kind of jumped up, so I have to come all the way back around and go through it again so I can actually jump onto the correct part of the Magna rail there. Now at the end of this place, we're going to be running into a deserted soldier, which will, I forgot the item he gives you, but you're going to want to do this anyway because it's best to complete all the missions before you even beat the game. But anyway, once you get onto this swirly Magna rail part, there will be a few more of these mines. Now you can hit these mines with your Ratchet. That will get rid of them, and if you time it correctly, you will take no damage while blowing them up. But sometimes it's a little bit easier, especially when you're going this fast, just to jump over them and not worry about them. If they do hit you, you'll take 1 damage, and you won't get knocked off or anything, but if they hit you enough, then you're gonna die, obviously, so try to avoid that. You can jump on over to the swirly part to pick up some extra bolts if you want. And like I've said before, getting all the bolts that you can is definitely worth it. And then you're going to be coming on up this hill, and there's a few more mines to jump over, and be sure to jump over to that rail, then back so you don't whack that post there. And then there'll be a few more hills, one final downward hill, and I think this is pretty much where the soldier is.
Halt! Who are you? What are you doing?
We are on a mission to save the galaxy.
Speak for yourself and put your hands down. You look ridiculous. Actually, I don't care who you are. I've got to get the heck out of here. I joined the army to get money to go to college. I never knew I'd end up in a war. Go figure.
This is a noble cause, sir.
Noble my hiney. I just want to get home to my family. Here, I pulled this off a busted robot. Give me some bolts for bus fare and it's yours. Thanks a bunch. Good luck saving the galaxy, or whatever.
Greetings, Supreme Executive Chairman Drek. As you can see, we're about to test our newest automated pilot's helmet. This helmet allows pilots to control our latest high-tech fighters using only their thoughts. Please enjoy the demonstration. We still have a few minor adjustments to make.
Whoa! If they ever get the kinks worked out of that thing, I have got to get me one of those.
If they are working for Chairman Drek, they may know where he is.
Is that all you can think about? Drek this and Drek that? I got my own problems.
If you cannot see the importance of this situation, you do have problems.
Yeah? Well, if you're so smart, how come you fell for Quark's stupid trick? Ah, forget it. We both need to get to this planet, and that's all that matters.